All right, good evening.
Good evening.
Okay, so sorry for the short notice that our paid members meeting is going to host on Sunday. Maybe that is why we don't have many people. But anyways, uh, we always advise that people come for a meeting like this so that you can ask all your questions. It's a lot of distraction when people come to me privately to ask question how many people do I attend to at the same time where I still have to focus on so many other things about the business. So it's always better for us when we come to the meeting. When you ask your question, it's going to the answer will cover for a lot of people at the same time. So that is why it's better for us. And in the meeting like this, we can express our feelings. Also, if you have any input, advice, and all that to move forward in the business. So that is why we always advise people to come for the meeting. All right. So thank you for coming. Okay. So first, I want to tell us about why we are all here, and I want to take you back to the video you all saw, whether on TikTok or Facebook or wherever you saw it from. I was practically talking about financial freedom. So, and financial freedom is something maybe most of us we don't really understand what that means. So, when you're talking about financial freedom, you're talking about having so much money that you don't have to worry about money again. And that can only happen when you have a business that run on its own. You have a business that bring money with or without you being there. That is what it means. And when you look at the percentage of people that have such business in the world, you will see there are very few. In fact, there are just 5% of people in the world. In fact, some say there are just 3%, whichever way. So you can see that for someone to become financially free, it is not a joke. Okay? It is not. So, but the problem is what these white people sold to us is something that will make us to be among the remaining 95% of people who will be struggling. You know, okay, now there are 5% of people that are controlling 95% of wealth. These are the people that have the financial freedom. So there are just 5% of them, and they are controlling 95% of wealth that's available. And this 95% of people, they are the 5% of people are using to make money. These 5% of people, they are using 95% of people to make money. So what that means is the 95% of people will work for the 5% of people. The 95% of people will be the one working for the 5% of people. So only 5% of the wealth is what they are going to share to the 95% of people. When they make 100%, they take 5% out of the 100 they make, using the 95% of people to make, then they share the 5% for all of them. So that is how the system works. And what did they do? They sell to us education in the first place. So why these people that created education in the first place, what they did was they are the business owners. Okay, anything business, they are the owner of those businesses. Now they need the best brain to work for them because they always use people to make money. Okay, so they need the best brain. So they want people to go and learn different skills, become so intelligent and everything. Then they hire them to work for them. Okay, so they become the director, CEO of the company or whatever. Then the owner of the business is behind the scene. You don't even know them. They don't even care if you know their name or not. Okay, So, but they need these guys to run the business for them. They pay them huge amount of money, all right? And they call them the CEO of the company, the general, whatever, the chairman, whatever they call them. Okay, so but at the end of the day, the money they are making, it is only 5% of that money that goes to everybody from the director or whatever to the list of the person in the company. So among them, the 5%, some people may take the 2% out of the 5, some will take 1%, some will take 0 point something percent, depending on the value you are given. Okay, so that is how it works. So now, one thing they have done to us is to settle for self-employed or employee. Both employee and self-employed, they are still depending on business owners. All right. As an employee, you have to look for a job and salary will be paid to you. So whatever the salary that you are receiving, whether it can solve your problem or not, but now you are sure of that money is coming at the end of the month. Okay. So a lot of time people are tired of working, but they're thinking of what happened at the end of the month when I did not receive any money. So they run back to that work because they cannot survive without any money. So that is the system. And if you continue to do that from now to the end of this world, nothing will change in your life. That is the truth. If you are always working to just get something and you continue to adjust your lifestyle, instead of adjusting your income, you are adjusting your lifestyle. If somebody is earning 200,000 every month, so whatever you have to do have to be between that 200K. You cannot do anything outside the 200K. But if you can adjust your income, then you'll be able to adjust, your lifestyle into the income. So if you can increase the income from 200K to 500K, you can increase to 1 million in a month. So why am I telling you all this? I realize that some of us have really forgotten why we started this business in the first place. Okay, so and people are still expecting the business to run in the normal way. I put money here, I get this now, and all that. That is not how it works. Okay, we that we started the program, we know what we have started, and we can see what is coming. We've done so many of these. We've done a lot of research. We've done a lot of trying by error. We have failed in so many other, and we have learned from our failure. Okay, so we put this up to help everyone. We have not done anything in this program to be selfish or for our own interest. Normal network marketing business, the way it is run, we have done that in the past. We have made a lot of money, leaving so many of our partners with nothing because they cannot do what we are doing. Okay? So, and this is the reason why we come up with a system that can accommodate everyone. And this will favor you according to the time you join. The only thing that differentiates the members in this particular business is the time that you join. That is all. Okay? So, and I'm going to show you all that for you to understand and see exactly how this business is run, so that we can all be on the same page. And you people should stop seeing the business like a rocket science. Anything called business is not stable. It goes different ways. Sometimes it go this way, the other time it go that way. But the only thing that makes somebody to be successful is the ability to manage the waves, whichever way the challenges come during the business, how you are able to manage it. Let me give you an example. We all know when Dangote started working on the refinery some years back. They are putting in money, energy, and everything into that refinery for almost 4 to 5 years. All they do is to pump in money. Nothing was coming out for them. They don't care. They kept putting in the money because they know the project, by the time this project stands, okay, whatever they spend will be minor to what they are going to gain. And this is how the entrepreneurs think. This is how they reason. This is how they do their business. So now, these are one of the few challenges that they faced when they started. When Dangote started their refinery, they went into the market to buy pipes. Excuse me. Excuse me, sorry. So they went into the market to buy pipes, only to discover that the size of their refinery is the biggest in the world, and there's no market where they can get the size of pipe that they needed. That was the first challenge. And would they now say, so what do we do now? That means we won't be able to do this. No, they started thinking of a way out. And they never wanted to go back on their plan because they want something bigger. Okay, so what they did was to go and manufacture their own size. That is, they customized, the kind of pipe they needed. So you can imagine that everything they use from onset to the last now, almost everything will have to be like customized. So it's going to cost them double of whatever they have, put in for the project. Now, let's fast forward to when the refinery was even ready. When the refinery was ready, we heard again that the one of the plants, caught fire. It got burnt. That brought them back again. But they never stopped. They kept on looking for solution to whatever problem that comes, Even after everything is set, now they have the fuel on ground. Now they started facing the problem with the government, with the NNPC and the rest. So this is business, okay? So business will never run smoothly. It doesn't work that way. Any billionaire you see today, every billionaire, every business that is now running like automatic today, go and read their history. Then you will understand that they didn't just get here. There are so many other companies that started with them. You can't hear their name now because they couldn't go through what this particular company is now going through. So I want us to have the reorientation about the kind of business we put here. This is different from whatever business you have done in the past. Okay? So I need everybody to understand that this is a business that we are working on something that will benefit everyone and that can take us out of poverty for life. Because the company we are partnering with, we have showed everyone how easy it is to make money with this company, what we have to do to get paid. And once that is done, you make your money. So the rest is with us. And how do we do that? Get more people into the business. Okay, so now I know we have some new people who don't even know how we started this business. So now let me start from how we started. When we started this business, okay, let me tell you how this business is supposed to be run. Okay, my company is called Project Ebony. Okay, that company specializes in advertising and marketing. Project Ebony, that is, it's a registered company. So we market, we advertise. That's what we do. Now we have Neuron Global, which is network marketing company. It's a network marketing company, but they are coming with a very different, way of doing network marketing. For some of us who have done network marketing in the past, this Neuron Global is coming with something very new and unique, which is more pleasing to me, okay? Because I realize that their system works perfectly with me. I'm a networker too. I've made money from network marketing, okay? I've led a company There's a particular company, the owner of the company is in the US. I manage the company. He never come to Nigeria. I manage the entire company, in the whole Nigeria and Africa. Okay. I managed the company for 2 years. So when it comes to network marketing, I can tell you that I'm a guru. I've done more than 5,000 members. I've made more than 1 million, 2 million in a week. So all this thing is something I've done in the past. I'm not just coming up with something that I don't even have a clue or I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so this is something that is well, we worked on it, and we foresee a lot of things that's coming. Nothing is new to us. Okay, so but what we have done is to show people that, okay, when people are complaining about network marketing, this, that, there are other ways to do it. Okay, so and that is why we've come up with all this new system we are using. Okay, like I was saying, Neuron Global is a network marketing. What differentiates Neuron Global with other network marketing companies is the fact that, number one, most of the network marketing company, they have a product which they want you to help them promote their product. So when you sell the product, they do profit sharing. So whatever the profit that is on top of the product, they take their share, they give you their share, your own share. Okay, so that is how the network marketing company operates. So which means you must help them to sell their product. Okay, that's part of the plan for you to make money with network marketing company. And most of the cases, especially here in Nigeria, there have been a lot of companies that have been around. People try to build their life around the company, as in build their team and everything. And one day, maybe because of our economy or Nigeria policy and all that, you realize that those companies are no longer, existing in Nigeria, and whatever you have built is gone. And in most cases, it's because maybe they are not able to bring in the product, or the dollar rates, has affected the price, and so this kept happening. And most of the company, there are a lot of companies that have names. Today, they are no longer in Nigeria. You see, they are no longer in Nigeria. So now, what Neuron Global have done is not to have any product of their own. They don't own any product. They don't bother themselves trying to, produce any product to promote. So they adopt a system which Amazon are using, like Jumia, like all these platforms, which you can buy all sorts of products from, but they are not the owner of the products. Okay, so that's really solved the problem of, compelling people to sell products before they make money. Okay, so because it is not their product. So what that means is, well, if you sell products, you have bonus. If you don't, no problem. Okay, so now, issue of selling or buying of product has been taken out, which is one of the major challenges. People don't want to even do network marketing in the first place. Because when you ask people to come and do network marketing, the first thing that comes to mind is, me, I can't sell any products. Okay, I can't sell. So sometimes people will buy products, store it in the house, nobody to buy from them. Especially those companies that you have to do auto ship. That is, you have to buy product every month, whether you are using it or not. You still have to buy. Okay, so now that problem has been solved. So no compulsory selling or buying of products. That is the first thing that attracted me to this company. Number two, the only thing this company wants from you to make money is referrals. Okay, that's another problem. People don't want to do anything that has to do with referrals. Okay, so now I bring in Project Ebony, which is my company that specializes in advertising and marketing. Okay, to cover that for everybody, because the good thing is the structure of this company also needs just 3 members. Your direct will not be more than 3. In normal network marketing, you may have 3 for the beginning. When you are going to the next rank, you have to add 2 more people. When you go to the next rank, you make it 10. When you go to, so different, kind of this thing will be added. But this one, once you have that 3, you start from there till you get to the highest rank in Neuron Global. You don't need any other leg. Okay, that 3 leg will take you to wherever. And in normal network marketing, you have to place legs, one on the right, one on the left. So sometimes you have more on one leg while the other leg is empty. So you are trying to balance here and all that. So with Neuron Global, nothing like balancing of legs. It's none of your business. Just register people and let the system arrange them. Okay. So all those things made it easy for us to build. Okay. So we realized that with Project Ebony, all we have to do right now is to get more people on board. And how do we do that? The same way you all got here is the system we use to build. Okay, so you come, we fix. Once your own 3 is complete, we are done with your account. Now we focus on people under you and give them their own 3. Once we complete that, we move to the next and give them their own 3. So it made it so easy for us to build. So, but the problem now is people don't understand how this system works, and our people only understand a business that they put money and they start to see, return immediately. And like I said, we have to follow, the what we started. We were talking about financial freedom. We are not talking about money doubling. Okay? So, but we don't want to be telling you people stories about if we get to 200 members, somebody will make this. If we get to 400 members, somebody will make this. So we wanted to have a physical result. Okay, so we now say, okay, what do we do? So we started a plan that, okay, when people register, we are not going to release their account. This is how we started. For those new people who don't even know what I'm about to talk about, so when we started, we are not releasing accounts, okay, until people get to silver. That was how we started, to silver. So whatever money that comes to your account at the early stage, we are not going to release it to you. So we put those money together and use it to pay for everybody's subscription. Okay. I was talking about Neuron Global earlier, right? That when you register, no buying or selling of product, they only wanted referrals. There are 2 things that Neuron Global wants from you and where we can be getting paid from. The first one is the registration fee. When you register with 49,500, 80% of that money comes back to the team. Neuron Global will only keep 20% of registration fee. Okay? 80% comes back to the team. So now, what we have done is then the subscription every month, that subscription, it is what we call our virtual product. So when you want to say what product do Neuron Global have, we have virtual products and they have physical products. The physical product, they are still working on it because it's not about the product, it's about the people who are going to buy the product. So the focus now is building the network of people. Let's have a lot of people on the platform first, then before we talk about the product. So in most cases, you see when people do business and fail, it is because when you want to do any business, your focus should be on the buyers of the product. Okay? Somebody was complaining to me one time like that. He was complaining about the government. And I was like, okay, what happened? He said he went to buy red oil, palm oil. So he bought it when the palm oil was a bit cheaper. So in order to sell it higher. So I don't know what happened. So instead of the price going up, then the thing had dropped. So I think he later sold at loss, and he was complaining about the government. I was like, are you for real? What is the government in this? Okay. I said, before you bought that oil and keep, did you make inquiry about the people who are going to buy it? And he said, no. I said, okay, what are you talking about? The first thing you do is marketing. You need to look for the buyers before you even get the product. You need to look for the buyer. You already have people who are going to patronize, who are going to buy your stuff. That is the first thing you do. So that when you now have the stuff available, then you already have the people who are going to buy. Okay, so talking about the physical product that the company wants to sell to us, that is not the number one priority right now. Number one priority is getting people who are going to buy the product. And that is why our focus right now is to building the network, getting more members on board. Once we have the members on board, then the product will be there for us. So anybody that need this, you buy, you need that, you buy. So it is not compulsory. Okay. Okay. So two things that we do to make money: registration and subscription. Those are the two things. If these two are going on, we'll be making money smoothly. Okay. So now we say, okay, we don't want when people come on board and make payment for registration, and if that month pass by, they've not gotten any downline, instead of getting any income, then if we ask them to come and pay subscription, it may want to discourage them. We say, okay, we can manage that. So whatever the money we gather from the registration commission that is paid, then we can use that money to cover everybody's subscription. That's how we started. Then later on, in order to attract more people to the business, we realized that after paying people subscription, we still have some money left from the registration fee that we are getting. If it is someone that wants to be selfish, after all, it is Project Ebony that is managing everything. After we pay subscription, what we have done is to keep the money to ourselves. We did not do that. Once we realized that there are some money left, we started to pay people what we call dividends. When we started this business, after paying people subscription, we used to pay them 6,250 every month. We started that since I think November, October last year, up to February this year. So only those people that register after that they are not able to enjoy that. Okay, so we were doing all that to encourage people to come and see the big picture in what we have here and everything. Okay, so by February, the team became bigger, and the number of registration we are having cannot cover for even the subscription, not talk of paying dividends. So we decided to stop that because it's never part of the business. We only included that just to encourage people, and since the money we are generating was left, so we don't need to keep it to ourselves. We still have to share with people that also invested in the business. So that's what we did. So when we realized that we can no longer continue with that, we stopped that. Okay, and that is why those that joined later didn't even know there was anything like dividends. Okay, so this is how business works. You adjust according to the growth that is happening in the business. So nobody means if we have more, we give. So if we don't have, we manage just to make sure that the business stands, because where we are going exactly is we want to run a business that people will be getting paid automatically. Okay, automatically. And talking about referrals, people don't refer when they are not making anything from the business. The moment people start to make money from the business, we don't have to beg them for referrals. Everybody have friends and family they want to help, so they will bring them on board. So we are not bothered about whether anybody refer now or not, since we have the system that we are using to refer people. Okay, so That is just to, brief even those new people in the house and the old people, because some people still come tomorrow and still ask me, I've not received my dividends and all that. So if you are not able to watch the video we sent in the group all this while talking about why we could no longer pay dividends and all that, you are just hearing that right now. No more dividends. In fact, all the people that joined since February till now, they don't even know there was anything like dividends. Okay. So now, going forward, there's still going to be a lot of changes because now the team is going bigger and we have to run the business the way it should be run. Okay, we have, experiment how the business is run. When the company say if you have so number of people, you will get so amount of money. And as we are growing to the level we have, we notice that exactly the way they promise, it is the way they paid. So nothing changes. So now we are sure of the company we are working with that whatever they promise they will pay. When we do this, you get this. When you do that, you get that. Okay, so we are sure of that. We are not working with, just, so we are working with physical experiment, something we have seen. All right. So a lot of questions have been coming about, especially those that just joined maybe by March, January, February. People ask me a lot of questions that when will it be my turn? Some will say I've joined since I've not seen anything and all that. Okay, so I need to show you how we do the sharing and everything and when you should be expecting to get to you and all that. And I'm going to reassure every one of us that we are not sleeping on this. We are working tirelessly day and night to fulfill our promise, which is bringing more downlines for everyone. So, but at the same time, when you are partnering with anybody in business, these are the things you look at. How serious is this person with the business? Is this person doing what he's supposed to do or not? Okay, so even if you are not seeing the result right now, it's just like a drop of water on the rock. Even in a month, you will see that as if it's doing nothing. You will never see the traces. But as these things, continue to drop, after some times when you come, you must see the impact of where that thing is dropping. So that is called consistency. So when you are doing something consistently, it's just a matter of time. All right? So as long as we don't stop running advert, try to convince people to join the business, there are people who will see our video, come to our group this month, and I'm telling you, maybe after 4, 5 months or 6 months, they see the same video, they come back to the group, and they notice that this group is still existing. There are still people there who are still doing the business. Somebody will say, if this thing is not working, these people will not still be here. So, but it's only when you give up that you lose. As you continue to, to do something consistently, when you don't stop, even those who are doubting you will begin to doubt themselves because they will realize that what will make this guy not to stop this? Then there must be something going on. Okay? I remember when I came to Abuja, so a friend of mine said when he came to Abuja and he asked someone that, this Abuja is not easy. And the guy said, I'm telling you, the guy that is saying, I'm telling you, we already have office, they have cars, they have everything. And he's telling the new guy that I'm telling you, it's not easy. This Abuja no easy. The guy said, you know what I told him? I told him, that Abuja will no easy. Me too, I want experience the no easy way they did. Say, be no easy, now you get car, you get all this in Abi. I don't want to make it easy for me. I want to take it. So this is my friend today. He have offices in more than 6 states now. This guy that's telling me this story, that when the other guy told him that Abuja is not easy, this my friend, we were together in Mina in Niger State. He's into computer accessories, and when he moved to Abuja, the entire money is using to run the business in Mina. He cannot even cover for the money to rent the shop, only the shop in Abuja. And he rented the shop, put few things there, and he was using the Mina, whatever they are making Mina, just to run the Abuja office for a whole year, nothing. But he has so much belief that there's something in this Abuja. I'm telling you, the first hit, this guy has somebody, they just came to his office. They said they wanted him to supply about 200 computers. And that is how this guy just immediately, he supplied that computer. That's how this guy just started. Today, his head office is now in Lagos. He have about 2 offices in Abuja. He have in Port Harcourt and some other. He's a big boy, big time. Okay, so what we are saying is, what we brought to you guys, we are sure of what we have. All we need is your support, patience, and give us time to run it. Don't let us treat it like these other ones that we have done. When we pressurize them, they run away. And we call them scammers. We are not scammers. We are real people who want the best for everyone. Our aim and objective to bring this, I've never been okay with network marketing since I joined, because I put up, that's why I went to learn how to do the business when I joined network marketing. I put a lot of money to learn it, how the business is run. There was a company that paid $10,000 for me and my madam, for a course with Eric Warren. For most of you that know Eric Warren, that course, it cost the company $10,000. They paid because they know we are the leader of that company, and they have to equip us with, the knowledge and everything about the business. So I've paid more than $1,000 myself for particular courses. So it is not something we just stumbled on. Okay? So, but one of my pain was that whenever we do this network marketing business, we have the experience, we make the money. With the few people who are ready to learn from us, they make the money, but the rest are not making. And whatever the money we are getting is also coming from those people. I'm never comfortable with that. And since 2021, I've started working on the business that can work for everybody. Whether you know how to refer people or not, you will still make money when you join the business. And that is why we put up this program. This is the reason why we put up this program. Okay? So, but it needs time for us to build this. Don't treat this like, this one, I put this one, I need to get this. That will not take us anywhere. Let's build something solid that can never go off. Okay? Once the business stands, that is it. So some of us, we have to pay the price for others that are coming to enjoy. The others that are coming to enjoy, they will make us richer. So that is how it works. If you are already in the system, don't bother yourself. Okay? Just watch. Let the business keep growing gradually, someday. Okay, that's why I always used to use Amazon as example. Amazon, the owner of Amazon is the second rich man in the world today. Okay, the owner of Amazon is the most richest man in the world today. That guy, they started like 30 years ago in his garage selling old books. It doesn't even make sense. Selling old books on internet. 30 years ago, nobody believed in internet. Nobody believed in that. But what about today? Nobody can even live without internet right now. When somebody says I'm not on internet, we look at that person as a dead person. But they don't even know what is going on in the world. Okay? So this is how, so this system we are bringing now, it may look new. Anything that is even new, you must be ready. Okay? So, but when that thing works out, all the shareholders in Amazon today, the shareholders, those people will just say, okay, maybe because they just trust the guy, or they just say, okay, let's see how it goes. Those guys today, they are multi-billionaire in dollars. These are people you just see them buying hotels, buying houses, opening different, and you will not even see what they are doing. They don't have to do anything. They already have one system that is paying them do nothing. Okay? And this is what we can do the same with this business. I'm telling you. Okay, let me give you one example now. If we can build this team to 1 million members, I want you to listen to me. If we can build this team to 1 million member, do you know anyone that have 1 million member will earn 500 million in a month if all the accounts are active? 500 million naira in 1 month. What are we talking about? So, we attended one program because that's something we need to work on. If you don't have dream, or your dream is very small, there is a problem. The riches is in the mind. Okay? You have to be rich in mind for you to become rich. If you are poor in mind, no matter how much they push to you, you will remain poor because it has to do with the mind. Okay? We did one class. I told you what the class we did with Eric Warren. Then Eric Warren said, if your dream does not scare you, you are not scared of your own dream, then you have not started dreaming. So you need to have some kind of dream that even you'll be scared that how do I even, bring this dream to life. So he talked to us about having big dream and all that. Then he now asked us to start writing, how much we want to earn in a year with scary dream. The kind of money that even when you call it, your own conscience is even fighting it. That kind of dream. Your conscience is fighting the amount you called. Then everybody started, writing. And when they asked us that, have you written it? Something that you know that when this man see what I write, he will call me a thief. That kind of thing. You know what the guy said? He said, whatever you write, double it. Okay? He said, whatever you have written, then double it. That is when I realized that, okay, these guys, that is why you cannot match the way they reason and everything because their dream is way, way bigger. So when I talk about 500 million, somebody that have, little dream or, shallow-minded or whatever, his mind is telling him that is not possible. Stop lying. So your own mind will start fighting you. That's not possible. What are you talking about? So until your mind can accept, this challenge, you see the way our brain works. Whatever you tell your brain, you start working on it. So tell your brain positive things. That is why when you want to write your goal, you don't write that I want to, you write that I have. If your dream is to buy Range Rover 2025 by June 2025, you will not say, I want to buy Range Rover 2025 by June. You will say, I buy Range Rover 2025 June 2025. The work you are giving your brain now is you have bought it. And the brain knows that you have not. So your brain goes to work. Okay? So if any opportunity comes that can give you Range Rover 2025, what happens? The brain will quickly, grab it. I say, remember I said we don't buy Range Rover 2025. Remember I said we don't buy them. We'll see how we can achieve it. So this is how our brain works. Then once you keep, giving your brain, you are making it dull. you know, robbing your brain with your inability to do things, telling your brain that it's not possible, then the brain will relax. Okay? So whatever we are telling you is very, very possible. The way Neuron Global works is according to the number of people we have. And I keep saying this, that if we build this team to a certain level, all we need to do is to build the team to a level where the business will just pick itself up. What do I mean? If we get to a level that somebody is making like 500K every month, somebody is making 300, somebody is making 200, somebody is making 100K, 50K, 20K, and we can put all this together, okay, as our result to show people. People don't care how long they stay. People don't care how they got to that level. People just want to see results. Okay? So when people see results, 49,500 is not their problem. They will bring it. The only reason we are struggling right now is that we don't have that result. And that result will not come if me and you are not ready to sacrifice. Then when we do the sacrifice, you'll be shocked when we'll be having 100 registration in a day, 200 registration in a day. In a week, we'll be having 1,000 registration. It will happen. But if me and you are not ready to pay the price, it will never come. It will never happen. And this is the challenge we are having right now. So let's forget about the peanuts. I keep saying this. Let's go beyond peanuts. If you want to be financially free, we have to start thinking differently. The old ways we have been doing that keep us the same way we are, then we have to do things differently this time around. Okay? It must be different from the way we are doing it. And that is exactly what we are doing. Sorry that I'm keeping your time, but we really have to, to treat this. Okay? So another thing that I want to tell us here is that the way the business is growing, then different changes is coming. That is why they keep saying, whenever you see an opportunity, take that opportunity, because before it gets saturated. A time will come, a lot of policies, a lot of people are already a member now. They never experienced the dividend we pay some people in the past. Okay? Now, the next step we are going now is when people are joining us now, from now on, when people are joining us, the video they are going to watch is different from the one they are watching right now. I'm working on another video. The video they are going to watch, we let them know that there's only one thing that Project Ebony owes them. Only one thing, which is giving them downline. That is all. We don't own them any other responsibility. So when it comes to their account from day one, they will be responsible for their account. In fact, they will do their registration by themselves. We are only going to send them the link of their upline. So they do the registration, they do the payments and everything. Their account is their account. We don't have any business with their account set. So from day one, any registration, any money that comes to their account is theirs. Also the subscription, they have to do it themselves. It's not our. Okay? So now we want to start real business the way it's supposed to be. So but the only thing Project Ebony will be responsible for is the downline that we promise. Okay? So that we take all the burden off our head. So by those who have already been with us, we will still manage your account till you get to bronze. Once your account starts to have downline, we will release your account, withdraw your money, use it to pay your subscription, and continue with the account. That is the way we want to follow, because a lot of people never see that everything we are doing is a favor. They thought since they have paid the 49,500, they are the one doing us favor. And this 49,500 is paid to Neuron to help you get an account with them, not to Project Ebony. Project Ebony will only make money when they give you downline and the company pay commission on the same downline give it to you. Then Project Ebony will take their own 20%. I've done this kind of business in the past. People have to pay me ahead. They pay me 20,000 naira for the advert to help them get that line. They pay me ahead, but this time around, we are not asking anybody to pay us anything. We want to deliver before we start getting our own. Okay, so it's a fair game. So when we do that, the issue of people account not being active on all that will be taken out. Whatever the number of people you have, they'll be responsible for their account, will be paying for their subscriptions. Whatever the earning you're supposed to earn, you earn. Then we'll continue to build. But like I said, don't judge the business with the present situation. It's going to change, and for the better. I'm telling you, it's going to change for the better. We just have to, manage it till we, get above this level. Once we have enough results to show, the growth will be exponential. Okay? So don't let us have, this short-sighted. Okay? Let's look at the future. It is very bright, I'm telling you. I have so much confidence in this business. Okay? Don't back out. I'm telling you, anybody that back out now, some years to come, if you come to see this business again, you will regret it. And that regret will not do you any good. It has to do with the timing. If you are joining, you are complaining. Remember, some people will get to know about this business 2, 3, 4, 5 years to come. That is where they will even know about this business. So what would they say? If somebody is just hearing when we already reach 1 million. Yeah? So if you reach 1 million, you are already making millions every month. Anybody that is here now is a millionaire already by that time. Doing nothing. And I keep saying this, people complain about 6,750. When you are making millions, all you remove to pay this company is still the same 6,750. Even when you are making millions. They will not say now that you are making millions, oh yeah, they increase. No. So if you are paying now without making it, you should know that later you will make more. Okay, so you will never lose with this kind of business. We have, making sure that all these things are covered. So please let me show something before we go. People are curious about when is it going to be their turn and all that. So let me, I want to share my screen. Okay. I hope you can see my screen, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. All right. So I want us to pay attention here, please. Okay. So, like I said, this is how the business is arranged. When we started the business, remember, I also registered under someone, and that's one thing about network marketing. My upline right now is none of his business what we are doing here, but he's getting paid from whatever we are doing. Okay? So that is how network marketing is built. So now, when I registered, the first generation under me are the 3 people I put under myself. Okay? Which is Tosin, Opeyemi, and Chima, as you can see here. That is the first 3 people under me. So, as you can see, getting 3 people under me was never a problem. Okay? That can be done in a day. Right? Now, the second generation is the three people under them. I started giving 3 of them their own 3, making 9. So the 9 people, they are the second generation. So to give these 9 people their own 3, that is 27 members. You see now that the number started increasing. Okay, the number of people we need to give each generation their number of people they need started increasing from this second generation, because now to fulfill the promise of giving them 3, we now need 27 people. So if this other one was done within days, then this one will take weeks. Okay, these 27 people now will take weeks to be able to fulfill that. So when we are done with that, we move to the third generation, which is giving 27 people their own 3. So this is the 27 people now. From this Sonofab down to Alim Tule, that is 27 people. Now we have to give them their own 3. That is 81 in number. So you can see that this may even get to a month before we'll be able to fulfill this. Okay, so if somebody say I joined in November, and why is it that, okay, if the last person here now, this Alim Sule, if this last person here joined in the same month, the last person on this generation joined in the same month, and another person that joined the same month fall under this other generation now, what happened? Why this one have fulfilled their own 3, this other person will, just start somewhere. Okay, so now 81 people to fulfill the third generation. So here is the fourth generation now, where we now have 81 people that we need to. So the 81 people start from Zachary down to Sefiu. Okay, I think Inu 01. Okay, so that is where, and we have to give them 3. So you can see, so this one now may take 2 months or whatever. So that's why people say, I've joined since this thing, I'm not seeing anything, and all that. So these are the reason. Okay, nobody will have more than 3. I keep saying it. All these people that have gotten their 3, we don't have any business with them any longer. We are just moving ahead. We are done with their leg. Okay, we don't have any issue with them. So now 243 people that we use to cover the legs of 81 people. Now we now have the 281 people. See, this is 243 people. It stops here. 240. Okay, now we have to give them 70 something to fulfill their legs. Okay, so now we are still putting 1 for the 243. So if you join maybe January, February, and you fall here, you see that this is the reason why it has not gotten to your turn, because we cannot jump people that are registered before you to come and give you downline. So the only thing that make it to be a little bit slow is the numbers of people that are joining the business. So when people ask in the group, we used to tell them, people say, okay, if I register now, when will I get to bronze? When will I start earning? And we keep telling them, this is a business. If we are talking about 700 and something, if 100 people can be joining in a day, that means within 1 week now, we have given everybody, their 3, and we move to the next one. Okay? So, but if we are having 10 registration in a week, 20 registration in a week, so just see how long it may take. Okay? So, but we are working on so many things to see how we can increase the registration and all that. And that's what we can do. So like I said, we will continue to work on the business until it becomes so attractive that nobody will reject our offer. But until then, we have to keep going. Okay, so I'm sure we all understand how this works now. Okay, so now I don't know if there's anything I'm forgetting. So, but because of time, so if anybody have a question, suggestion, anything that can help the team, please let's have it so that before we close the meeting. Some people also have some questions you can ask. So instead of coming to me, ask here, let's treat it. Let everybody also benefit from your question. So thank you all for coming and for paying attention to us. Question and answer time is late already, please.
Good evening.
Okay, good evening.
Yeah. Thank you for the enlightenment.
Am I the only one that's not hearing you?
Can anyone hear me?
No. Is the person talking or is talking to someone else?
I don't even know. I
It's faint. Can you please speak out, please?
Hello.
Hello, can you speak out? We can't hear you.
Okay. Can you hear me better now, louder?
Maybe you get close to your mic or something because it's like you're a bit far from the mic or something.
Am I being heard loud and clear now?
Yes.
Yes, it's loud and clear now.
Okay, thank you very much. So I was trying to say that thank you very much. Really enjoyed the education enlightenment and breakdown of the business strategies. So the question I have, I already typed, on the chat box on the Telegram, but let me say it now, in my voice. So the question is, you spoke about many things, how the business works, and how we need to have the enduring, patience in order to benefit the future, benefit of the business. But the question here is, Farah, you said you're doing that at your own end. But if we can get more people in business, I think if we can all have the opportunity to do that, it works for all. It's a win-win for all. So even at this stage that we that just registered, have not started earning anything, nothing at all. So can we still be at this stage referring people? And if that is possible, if yes, how can that be possible? So that we can be referring to maybe through a link like you are doing or something, just let us know. Or it is until we start to earn that through our dashboard or something we begin to. So that's what I want to refer.
Okay. Yeah, thank you so much. So the referral is always open right from beginning. So we have few people who have even referred people to the business as well. And Project Ebony also compensates anyone that refer with at least $2. Why we do that is because for every referral we get from Facebook or TikTok, they also charge us. So on Facebook, every day I spend more than 2,000 naira on adverts, sometimes 5,000 naira every day on adverts. So we realize that if somebody has helped us to refer someone who register, so that person also, if we can be paying Facebook and the rest, why can't we pay ourselves too? So we do that, just because when it gets to your turn, who knows? Maybe somebody else too will be the one that will refer, who we're going to put under you and all that. So we pay referral bonus. Project Money pay referral bonus when you refer people. But that has been in the pipeline always. It's hoping that we should do this together. But because we realize that it put people off when you ask them to refer. So that's why we say no referrals. So anybody that wants to do, fine. We all need this to grow together, but we don't want that to be like a burden on anybody. Okay, unlike in other network marketing, if you don't refer people, forget it. You will never make any money. So we don't want this to be like that. Even if you don't refer, you still make money, because we know when you start to make money, we will not have to go after you before you refer people. You will still refer people. Okay, so yeah, it's a welcome development. We are going to see how it will go. If later on, when people refer, whoever they refer goes under them. We don't do that for now, because when we put the people that you refer under you, it affects their own growth as well. Okay, because the kind of system, the way we are building, like I showed you earlier, you will see that when we said we have 243 people who want to give 3, you realize that we first give 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 down like that. So imagine you bring 3 people, and we put one in front of you, we put one on the second line, we put one on the third line to fulfill your own 3. Now we'll give 243 on the first line, then we'll come back giving everybody their 2, 2 before we fulfill the second line. Then we go to the third line, fulfill the third line. Okay, so your own people will use in filling your leg. Remember that maybe they have come since 2 or 3 months ago. Instead of them having that line right now, they still belong to those that will get that line later. So it will not favor them. So that is why we don't, encourage putting people that come directly under, the person that bring them, because it's not only about you. Those people too, it will affect them. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, you are also not growing until the team growth gets to those people under you. So those people will not grow except you continue to build it yourself like that. So that is why we say, whenever you refer people, let's use them to fill the legs that we needed to. That also reduce the number of people that remain for you to get. So we have the link and everything to share with people. If you need us to talk to someone, we have all those things to get more people on board. So it's something that
Hello.
Sorry, I have to mute. Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, I don't know if I've answered your question.
You have, but remaining a part, not exactly. So can I seek for clarification on that?
Okay, please.
Okay. Now, I got that, and I really appreciate. But what I'm trying to say in effect is that, okay, now I'm cleared on the fact that it is not compulsory that the person you refer will be placed under you as a downline. I think I've understood that. So the balancing has to be done at your own end, which you know how to do that. Good. But how do we refer? Is it through the link you are sending on is it third one family or something? So is it the link, the same link you are sending that has your picture? Is it the same thing we will send it to be referring people, or we have link ourselves on our dashboard, which we don't? You say everybody has a dashboard. So the dashboard is going to be available only after our accounts have been released. But since the accounts are not being released now, so if you want to refer, is it through that your link that has your picture, or you want to refer? If you make it known, make it known, so you can get your own link and referring people. So I really want to understand that.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. So we have the link, the group link itself. We always copy it and paste in paid member group, or even the third one family member group. We used to place the link for the group. Okay. So, and if you want to send the main presentation, which is the one we used to send whenever people comes to the group. You can also send that to people for them to watch and everything. So, but nobody will use their own personal link to invite people to the business, because we have a way that we arrange the team. So they have to come through us. So if anybody is even want to register as a new member, we will be the one to look at, okay, who is the next person to get downline. We can now send that person's link for that person to register. Okay, so like I said, I say we don't want to even be the one doing the registration for people again. We want people to have, total control on their account from day one. I mean, let the account be with them. Let them be the one that open it. They are only waiting for us to, build their team. And if somebody have the potential to continue to build his team until we get to him, then we pick it from where he stopped. Fine and good. We don't have any issue with that. But when somebody knows that I don't have the potential to build my own, with your own project, Project Ebony system, then you have to, wait for us, arrange it the way we are arranging it. So in a nutshell, there is a link, a group link that you can send to people to join the group. When they come to the group, we send the video presentation to them to watch, or you copy that presentation yourself and send to them. So if they watch, they say they want to enter the group, you can still give them the link to the group. We are going to share the group link now in all the groups again for anybody that wants to copy it. So that's what we are always encouraging ourselves to do, that invite more people to the group, let them see what is going on, let them watch the presentation. A lot of us complains that people are not ready to join because I have not showed them my own results. And I used to tell them that it's a lie. I know so many people here who have not received a dime, and they have invited a lot of people who have joined. I know a lot of people who receive money from November, December, January, even February, and they never invited a single person to the business. So all those ones doesn't even move me when somebody says because I've not seen results. It's not about that. Okay? So now let people come and see. What did you listen to? What did you see to make you join without you having results? Right? So any other person too can join. So don't deprive them of, let them to see it and let them decide. And when they say no, until we see your own result, fine and good. So maybe when you are already making 50K, let them come and start. Before they start making that 50K, you are already making 500K. So that's how it works.
So how do you
Right.
know anyone that has referred a person? How do you know? Though that is not important, but how do you know so person has actually come from a particular member, like you mentioned now?
Except to tell us. That's not how we know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You have to inform us.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Salaam alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Rahmatullah.
Yeah, I actually want to appreciate your efforts, sir. You are doing a great job, and may
Thank you,
Allah
sir.
subhanahu wa ta'ala continue to guide and protect you
Amin,
and
sir.
bless your handwork for all of us.
Amin. Thank you so
Yeah,
much, sir.
I actually understood everything you gave to us this night, and I appreciate the fact that we can't be coming individually to be asking questions. It will be too cumbersome for you. Added to the effort you are putting in place to make sure the group is growing. So,
Yes, sir.
please, I was trying to know, how do we know that we have gotten to that bronze level? Because I registered December 6th. So, and I don't want to play with the account. Probably I may not be aware that I'm in bronze, and ignoring the account according to what you said might jeopardize the interest of the group. So I am anxious to know if there is a way to be monitoring and know that once has attained the level of bronze. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, sir. Okay. Like I explained now, let me quickly share the screen again. So I think this is the same thing that is happening to you right now. So you register December 6. Okay. We have some people that also register early December. It may be the same week as well, but the difference is what I told you earlier, which is the generation. Okay, so we are talking about, so let's say the same week. Okay, all these people here now, majority of these people here register from November. Okay, November, and when you get to the almost the end, we have few people that also register in December, early December. So maybe now, by the time we finished, covering this generation, some remaining people will fall under the next generation and not this generation. So because they fall under this generation, okay, let me see. Okay. Okay, it is this generation here. This generation here, most of them are November. Okay, so when you get to the last person here, this leg has completed. Now we move to the next. So these 81 people here will be the one to get their own, start getting their own 3. The rest of the people that are also registered the same December, they did not fall under this generation. They fall under this generation. So we started using the part of them to fulfill the legs of the first set of people on this generation. For example, this is what I'm saying. This Zachary here, look at it here. So when we started to give the 27 people, Zachary was the first person, that we give someone. Then we started giving down. So now, the last person here now, any other registration that happened the same date or the same week cannot go under this because we are already finished giving all these people. So that person will now come here. So now, we started giving from, Zachary will be the first person now to give the 3 now. So if you fall under this category now, when some people that you register the same month or the same week are already getting their own 3, you will now be among the ones that started getting their own first because of the generation you fall on. I don't know if I'm making sense. So you are not up to bronze. That is why anybody that gets to bronze, we know, because we will share with you. Every bronze know that they are bronze because their account have been shared with them. Okay, so your account has not gotten to bronze. That is why we have not shared with you. I think you still need 1 or 2 more people to get to bronze. So like I said, it's not about the month, it's about the generation that your account fall on that determines that. So I don't know if that is clear, sir.
Yeah, it's very clear. I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
You are welcome, sir. Once you get to bronze, we will share with you. There is nobody that get to bronze that don't know that they are already bronze. We'll share with them. So like I said, going forward, we are going to be releasing people accounts because we don't want to hold people account again. We want everybody to have their account with them. So the only thing is those people that will promise that will be managing their subscription, they will not start paying subscription until their account starts getting downline. So when your account get downline, you have $12, go and withdraw your $12. If you want to use the $12 to pay subscription for 2 months ahead, fine. If you want to pay one and eat the remaining money, when it is time to pay, you pay. The most important thing is make sure your account is active. Okay, so that's what we want to do. But for the new members that will be coming in from day one, they will know that they have to be paying subscription. For some of you who saw our conversation in the group with a new member who was asking about subscription, you can see that a lot of people already thought they will be the one paying their subscription. And they don't even have problem with it. Yes. They don't even have problem with it. They just want to know how it will go. So it's not a problem. We are the one that are only trying to make things easier for our members. And a lot of people are turning it against us as if we have done something bad. That is how it's done anywhere. When it's auto ship, subscription, you do that yourself. It is not supposed to be on our neck. We're only trying to make it easy, for everybody. So now going forward, we have to do the right thing so that we can run a smooth business. Let our focus be only on adverts, getting you downline. So I'll be able to focus and, spend more time and everything on getting the downline. So we allow everybody to manage their account.
Good evening, sir.
Any other question?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
You're welcome, sir. This is Olaitan.
Okay.
So I saw the thing that you said now, that you said everybody will pay for their subscription when they come in day one.
Yeah.
I just saw it, so I don't know what is happening. That's why I want to ask you here. So what's happening to the
Okay.
thing that they will do?
What I'm saying
They
is
do their
for the old member,
subscription.
until your account start to make money before you start paying subscription. Okay? But for the new members that will be coming in, what they will watch in the video is that they will have to pay subscription. Okay? I'm not talking about the registered member now. Did you collect any dividends? All right, I'm asking you. Did you collect any dividends? Huh?
Yes. No,
Did you collect any?
I don't collect anything.
Huh? You said?
No, I don't collect any. I don't collect any dividend.
Did you even know there's anything like that? Did you know if there's anything like dividends before you join?
No, I don't hear any dividend.
Okay. Why I ask you that question is the new people that will be coming in will never know that we promise some people to pay their own subscription. That's what I'm telling you. So they will not even know that anything like this exists. Okay? So what they will see is that they have to pay their subscription and they will pay it. Are you clear now?
Yes, I'm clear.
Okay.
Yes.
So we are just trying to see how we can have a smooth run of business that will not have any issue. So let people join based on what they believe they can afford, and let's have real people with a real business mind, and we can have a good structure to build on.
Leaders, I still have one question, sir.
You said? Okay.
I still have one question, sir.
Okay, go ahead, please. You know, people are tired
Yes.
though. So let's do it sharp, sharp, so that we can go and rest.
Okay. It's a little question. So, if I want to add my another account, because I want to add my own family account too, but
Okay.
there's no money now. So later I can pay it.
If you pay before we implement what we are saying now, it will still go. But the
Yes,
moment
sir.
we implement the new system, whoever register after that bears the subscription themselves. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
No problem. All right. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Are we all good? Please ask now so that
Yes,
you
sir.
not come and be disturbing my private chats. Please. Let's treat them here. Let's talk about them here. It is better for us. You know, can be so draining the way people come to my inbox, to bother me with. Tomorrow now you will see a lot of them who did not come for this meeting. Come and be disturbing me. Okay. Thank you all, and God bless you all. So till we meet again on. Normally our meeting is on Fridays. Paid members meetings on Fridays.